Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Andy Cohen reveals who paid for Kim Richards' rehab. Andy Cohen opened up about the truth of Kim Richards' rehab stint. Kyle Richards' sister's personal issues came to light in the earlier seasons of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Her sister outed her as an alcoholic during their infamous spat in the limousine in the Season 1 finale. Kim and Kyle ended up having a falling out because of her struggles. Kim admitted to being an alcoholic. She entered rehab for her problems in 2011. Later, she relapsed and had a few run-ins with the law. In 2015, Kim was arrested for public intoxication and trespassing at the Beverly Hills Hotel, and later for shoplifting at Target. She then entered another treatment facility. Bravo aired Kim Richards' first interview since leaving rehab. During Season 2 of the RHOBH reunion, she had a one-on-one interview with Andy Cohen. On national TV, Kim admitted, "I'm an alcoholic," long before Bronwyn Windenberg uttered those same words later on The Real Housewives of Orange County. Kim also revealed that she was on a combination of anti-anxiety and antidepressants around that time. Bravo aired a montage of some of her darkest moments. In one scene, Kim Richards appeared drunk as she rummaged through the trash. At the time, the reality star said she couldn't watch herself because she was embarrassed by her on-air drunkenness. "I couldn't watch the show," Kim Richards said, per LA Weekly. "Once I saw that erratic behavior coming out of myself because I was so disappointed in my choice, in what I'd done." However, Kim has come around to sharing her story with the world. During the 2019 BravoCon, she admitted that she was very glad that she had a platform where she could share her sobriety journey. Kim received messages from viewers who were going through the same struggles she was. Not All Diamonds and Rosé is the latest book that Bravo fans have been eating up. It talks about all of the things they never knew about the Real Housewives franchise. In the book, Andy Cohen reveals that the producers footed the bill for Kim Richards' rehab stay. They had to step in when the former child star spiraled in Season 2, and her issues became more obvious. "When it was clear that it was a real problem, we wanted to be responsible, and we didn't want to put her in a situation where anything could be exacerbated," Andy Cohen explained in the book for Heavy. "We considered her family and wanted to work with her to get her better. Bravo paid for her rehab." RHOBH producer Chris Cullen said that Kim Richards returned to the show because she wanted to share her story. However, she struggled as she continued to fall off the wagon. Kim left her position as a full-time housewife after 5 seasons. The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills Season 11 concludes on Wednesday, November 3 at 8 p.m. ET on Bravo. Andy Cohen, the charismatic host of Watch What Happens Live, has always been known for dishing out juicy Bravo insider secrets. But when he recently opened up about Kim Richards and her tumultuous past, fans were left stunned. The former Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star's struggles with addiction have been a central part of her storyline for years. The reality TV audience watched in painful detail as Kim grappled with substance abuse, family drama, and the pressures of fame. But one lingering question has always remained: who really paid for Kim Richards' rehab? The answer, it turns out, is more complex and heartfelt than anyone expected. The reunion bombshell. During an episode of Watch What Happens Live, Andy Cohen decided to clear the air about a topic that has been shrouded in mystery for years. As fans called in with their usual questions about current Housewives and Bravo dramas, one fan threw in a curveball: Andy, who paid for Kim Richards' rehab. At first, Cohen looked caught off guard, his usual calm demeanor faltering. The audience gasped, the tension in the room palpable as the host paused, weighing how much to reveal. After a moment, Andy's trademark smile softened, and he leaned forward. "Well, that's a story a lot of people have speculated on for a long time," he began. "But I think it's time to set the record straight." The audience leaned in, eager to finally hear the truth. Was it Kim herself who footed the bill, one of her wealthy co-stars, or someone else entirely? What Andy revealed next not only surprised viewers, but also gave insight into the deeply human side of the glitzy world of reality television. The Richards sisters' battle. To understand the importance of Kim's rehab journey, you have to go back to the early seasons of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Kim's struggles were no secret. Her erratic behavior, slurred speech, and constant tension with her sister, Kyle Richards, became a central focus of the show. The breaking point came during the infamous limo scene in Season 1, where Kyle accused Kim of being an alcoholic. That moment, forever burned into the minds of Bravo fans, marked the beginning of Kim's very public struggle with addiction. Behind the scenes, it wasn't just family drama playing out. Kim's finances were reportedly in disarray. The former child star had been through ups and downs in Hollywood, and by the time RHOBH came around, she wasn't exactly living the glamorous life her fans might have imagined. There were whispers that she couldn't afford the extensive rehab care she desperately needed, fueling speculation about who might have stepped in to help. Bravo to the rescue. As Andy continued his story, he shed light on the role Bravo played in Kim's journey to sobriety. "You know, Kim has always been a part of the Bravo family," he explained. "And when things got really bad, there were conversations happening behind the scenes about how to best support her." Rumors had swirled for years that Bravo itself had covered the cost of Kim's rehab, treating it as an investment in one of its star players. But Andy clarified that while the network supported Kim emotionally, they didn't actually foot the bill. "Bravo is a business, of course, and we care about the people on our shows. But at the end of the day, paying for someone's rehab is a very personal thing," Andy said, hinting that the real story was about something deeper than a simple financial transaction. Kyle's role. Fans had long suspected that Kyle Richards, Kim's younger sister and fellow RHOBH cast member, had paid for Kim's rehab. The two sisters have had a notoriously rocky relationship, often clashing over Kim's behavior and the strain it placed on their family. But despite their public feuds, it was clear that Kyle loved her sister and wanted to help her in any way she could. Andy confirmed that Kyle had been a key player in getting Kim the help she needed, but it wasn't as straightforward as writing a check. Kyle has always been there for Kim, even when things between them were strained, Andy revealed. She fought hard to get her sister into a good program, and I think that's something people need to understand. Kyle has her own family, her own life, but she's always had Kim's back. However, Kyle wasn't the one who ultimately paid for the rehab stay that helped Kim turn her life around. The true hero, Kathy Hilton. As the story unfolded, Andy dropped the real bombshell. It was Kim and Kyle's older sister, Kathy Hilton, who stepped in and covered the costs of Kim's rehab. Kathy is the one who really saved the day, Andy admitted, giving credit where it was long overdue. She saw that Kim was struggling and knew that if someone didn't intervene, things could take a very tragic turn. So she stepped up in a big way. Kathy, the mother of Paris Hilton and a woman of immense wealth and influence, had remained relatively silent about Kim's addiction struggles over the years. While Kyle and Kim were airing their family drama on television, Kathy stayed mostly in the background. But behind the scenes, it was Kathy who quietly took charge when her sister needed help the most. Kim needed a lot of care, and those programs are expensive, Andy explained. Kathy made sure Kim was in the best facility, with the best doctors, and she didn't want any recognition for it. She just wanted her sister to get better. A sister's love. As Andy finished his story, it was clear that this wasn't just a tale of who paid for what. It was a story about the power of family and unconditional love. Kim Richards' journey to sobriety wasn't easy, and it wasn't cheap, but she had something far more valuable than money: the support of her sisters. Kathy and Kyle, despite their differences, have always loved Kim, Andy said. And I think that's something people forget when they watch reality TV. These are real people with real families, and sometimes the cameras don't capture the most important moments. In the end, it wasn't Bravo, a co-star, or even Kim herself who paid for her rehab. It was her sister Kathy, a woman who loved her unconditionally and wanted nothing more than to see her happy and healthy. As Andy wrapped up the conversation, the audience sat in awe of the deep, sometimes messy bonds that hold families together, even in the glare of reality TV's spotlight.